response to what the DMK spokesperson is saying, that while the Supreme Court is right, that while the gentleman should be probed, the probe should be done in a manner that is concomitant with the procedure, which you haven't followed.
You know, Rahul, we are 20 minutes into the debate, and I don't expect you to extend me the long monologue that the DMK panelist indulged in. I will make some very pertinent points and very succinctly at that. First and foremost, let's stick to the present case rather than generalizing this entire issue. Though the general issues, I will spend 30 seconds on that as well. This particular case pertaining to cash for jobs, I think the most important thing to be noted here is that last September, on the 8th of September 2022, the Supreme Court unequivocally and very categorically restored the criminal proceedings against Senthil Balaji, his brother Ashok Balaji, his aide Shanmugam, and several others, revoking an earlier verdict by the Madras High Court, which had actually quashed criminal proceedings because there was some kind of burying the hatchet between the different stakeholders, the accused and the victims. So point number one, the Supreme Court restored criminal proceedings against the key accused Senthil Balaji way back on the 8th of September 2022, point number one. Point number two, despite the criminal case being restored, look at the audacity of the police force, which obviously finally reports into MK Stalin, who's the head of the cabinet, the chief minister, the de facto home minister. The police did not restore the criminal proceedings against the accused Senthil Balaji in this case. It is then that the ED swung into action, and as recently as 16th May 2023, mind you, as recently as 16th May 2023, while giving the ED a clean sheet to go ahead and investigate the criminal proceedings against Senthil Balaji, which had been quashed by the Madras High Court. I will take 10 seconds to tell you, Rahul, what the Supreme Court said. The ED will now be entitled to proceed further from the stage at which the impunged order tied their hands. Once a piece of information relating to the acquisition of huge amount of illegal gratification in the matter of public employment has come into the public domain, it is the duty of the Enforcement Directorate to register an information report and conduct the due investigation under the due process of law. So my question to the DMK panelist here is, not once, but twice, the Supreme Court has called out the bluff of MK Stalin, the bluff of Senthil Balaji, the bluff of the police constabulary, which reports into MK Stalin. And I will add one more thing. You know, I'm tired of listening to this inane argument. Oh, but the Enforcement Directorate's track record is less than 0.5%. So Rahul, please bear with me for 30 seconds more. You quoted Abhishek Manu Singhvi and what Justice Chandrachud said in that historic judgment as recently as 5th April 2023. Please bear with me. You gave so much time to the DMK. Abhishek Manu Singhvi made a very important statement. He said when the UPA was in power, in 10 years, out of 72 cases that were probed by the CBI and ED, only 43 featured opposition leaders, including BJP, which means only 59.7% of the cases featured opposition leaders, whereas now 95% of the cases target opposition leaders, including the Congress, to which Justice Chandrachud said, what are you trying to achieve by quoting these statistics? Are you trying to suggest by quoting these statistics that some politicians should be given immunity from
I have already made that point. So you have raised...
And my last point, Rahul, please bear with me.
There are others also waiting. Yes. Quickly, 10 seconds.
Into the debate.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
My last point is this. It's not only the April 5th, 2023 judgment where the Supreme Court called out the bluff of the Congress, TMC, DMK, etc., but even on the 27th of July 2022, there was a historic verdict by the Supreme Court which clearly said that the Enforcement Directorate can conduct
I made that point. I made that point. So basically you're saying the Supreme Court has given us the right to go ahead and conduct this probe. Now let me bring in the TMC.
Okay.